Never trust your neighbors. Just don't. What's up, everybody? Back again with another movie review. Today we're going to be taking a look at one of my favorite suspense thriller movies, and that is Disturbia, starring Shia LaBeouf, Sarah Roemer, and Carrie-Anne Moss. Now, this was one of 5 movies that recently won my movie review vote. So I figured I'm going to get started on those today. This particular movie was requested by one of my subscribers, Levi McNally. I'll put annotation right here to his channel. Be sure to check him out. So Disturbia, it follows the story of Cale, who is a 17-year-old high school student. Basically, the movie starts off with his father. He has an accidental situation that causes him to die, and Cale basically blames himself from then on for his father's death. And, you know, he's really upset, and he's just, like, introverted and doesn't want to deal with anyone or anything. So, it flash forwards about a year. Cale's probably in 11th grade. I'd say he's 17 years old. And basically what happens is he's in Spanish class, and the Spanish teacher keeps picking on him and making him really pissed off. And then he brings up something about his dad. He makes a comment about his dad. Cale flips out and punches his teacher in the face. He goes in front of a court, and the judge is very sympathetic towards him because he knows he lost his father and he's going through a lot of things. So rather than sending him to jail, he sentences Cale to 3 months house arrest. And he puts an ankle bracelet on him, and there's a monitor in his house that it's basically like a modem. So basically, he's trapped in his house for 3 months. He can go outside, but only like 20 feet, like basically into his yard. But if he goes like a little bit past his yard, the alarm goes off on his ankle, and it starts beeping. And once it starts beeping, he has 10 seconds to get back into the safe zone before the cops show up. So basically, all summer, he's trapped in his house. He doesn't know what to do. He's bored out of his mind. The detective says, try to find things to keep yourself busy, because she's seen prisoners go crazy, some of them even after just 1 day of house arrest. So he starts playing video games, talking to his friends on Xbox Live, and then all of a sudden his subscription gets canceled, or his Xbox shuts off. So he's like, okay, damn it. Starts watching TV a lot. He starts, what else? He starts listening to iTunes, but his iTunes account gets disabled. And then here you find out that his mom was really pissed off at him for, you know, becoming like this troubled kid and everything. She canceled his iTunes. She canceled his Xbox Live. And then eventually she gets so pissed at one point she cuts the power cord to Cale's TV in his bedroom. So he's got none of these options to do. He can't watch TV, he can't... Well, he can watch TV in the living room. Not in his room, he can't listen to music or do anything. So what's he start to do? He starts to look out the window, because there's nothing else to do. He gets a pair of binoculars, and he keeps spying on the neighbors, and starts looking at people's like patterns, what they do day to day. And there's this family moving in next door, and they've got this really attractive daughter who Cale is really attracted to. So he keeps spying on her. Eventually he does slip a little bit, meaning he does go outside of the boundaries, and the cops end up, you know, coming to his house. But anyway, there's this news reel that's going on that there's this young girl missing, and she's believed to be the victim of a serial killer from Austin, Texas. But this movie takes place in California. And they say, oh, you know, he drives a blue Mustang, 60s Mustang with the fender dented in. So he keeps spying on his neighbors, and he notices his neighbor, Mr. Turner, or Robert Turner, drives a 60s era Mustang, and he does notice that there is a dent in the front bumper. So he's like, huh, he starts to connect the dots like, oh, that's kind of strange, you know. But he doesn't really think about it too much. Eventually, he enlists the help of his friend Ronnie and Ashley, who's the attractive girl next door. He kind of talks them into saying, you know, I think this guy's up to something shady, and I think we should figure it out. And at first they think he's nuts, but they help him anyway. And basically the rest of the movie is them trying to find out what's exactly going on with Mr. Turner, his next door neighbor. Eventually Mr. Turner starts coming over Cale's house because he starts getting close with Cale's mother. And that really pisses off Cale. And he's going through a lot of things dealing with Ashley and their relationship. And then it's him still dealing with house arrest, being alone in his house for 3 months. But yeah, so basically the rest of the movie is them trying to figure out what's going on with Mr. Turner. Is he just weird, or is there something darker secret going on with him and his house? Yeah, so Disturbia is a really great movie. I'm glad someone requested me to do this review, and I really wanted to include this in the movie review vote because it is one of my favorite thriller suspense movies, and I feel like it's a little bit underrated. It's a great story. It's kind of based off the Alfred Hitchcock movie Rear Window, but they didn't want to do a complete rip-off of it, so they did write like an original story and came up with new ideas, which I'm very happy about. Very good acting from Shia LaBeouf, and the neighbor, Mr. Turner, played by David Morse. He's an excellent villain. If you watch some of his other movies, he plays a bad guy, it seems a lot, but in this movie he's excellent and very intimidating. But yeah, like the first part of the movie is like a mystery, and then a little bit of romance, and then towards the middle and end it becomes a thriller, suspense slasher movie. It's a very great movie. Like I said, I think it's underrated. Acting, story's good. It keeps you hooked through the whole movie. It's only 104 minutes, so it's pretty easy to watch, and it definitely holds your interest that whole time. So I would give this movie about an 8.5 out of 10, or a B+. I really like it, and I really enjoy rewatching it again for this review. So if anyone out there hasn't seen it, Levi, I don't know if you have seen this or you just wanted me to review it, but regardless, if you haven't seen it, I highly recommend just watching it once, even if you're not into thriller, suspense, mystery movies. I would just definitely recommend it. Yeah, it's a very good movie. It's PG-13. It is violent in some spots, but it's not too bad. And there is, it says some sexuality, but it's really not anything bad or anything. So, yeah, that's it for Disturbia, today's movie review. Please stay tuned. Coming up the next few days, I'm going to be doing the rest of the reviews. Thunderball, Batman, 1989, and Batman Returns, Batman Forever, and Batman and Robin. And then next week, I'm going to be getting to Jaws and Scarface. So thanks for watching, everybody. If you watched, please like, comment, and subscribe if you feel to do so. Let me know in the comments what you think of Disturbia if you have seen it. If you have any questions, please let me know, and have a nice day, guys. Thanks. See ya.